I'll push all the buttons one day. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you. It is a Gunnar stream tonight, so everybody be on their best behavior. Hello, Elle. Hi, Buddha. How y'all doing? I'm doing my nails. We're gonna have a just chatting segment. I'm gonna do my nails. And we're gonna vibe. And then like later, we're gonna play some Dead by Daylight. But hello, everybody. Hello. How did your day go? What'd you get up to? What'd you do? Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it. I want to know. I don't know what you did today. Seriously, talk to me. I'm bored. Talk to me. I'm bored. No, I'm kidding. I'm not bored. I'm doing my nails. I got up at a very early hour. I got a story for y'all. I got a story for y'all. I do. It's gonna be funny. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh a lot actually, because honestly, it's my fault for not doing more research. But if you're just now tuning in because we just started, that is Bolter. He is dead to the world because I drove him around a lot today as well. But I want to start off the segment by mentioning that Gunnar does sponsor our Saturday segments. If you are unfamiliar with Gunnar, you'll go to gunnar.com, spelled like this up here, and you're going to use code ZOMBIE when you're shopping for a pair of blue light blocking glasses. I have about 5 or 7 pairs of Gunnars. I think 3 of them are prescription, and they do take insurance, so you can go grab some of those with dude, we're halfway through the year. We are halfway through the year. I was going to say with your your new year insurance, it is May. It is May the 2nd. I don't where did the year go? What happened? What happened to this year? Oh my god. Okay, hold on one second though. I got to turn on the cameras cuz I forgot to do that. And then we're going to go over here to, you know what? These are cool. We're going to go to this page is what we're going to do. We're going to go to the Chrome screen, window capture. I set stuff up sometimes. Don't at me. Don't at me. Ooh, actually, let's look at the Cyberpunk ones. These are the new Cyberpunk glasses they've got coming out. I think they're up for pre-order. Right? Because they haven't sent them. No, they've launched. It looks like they've launched. Okay, I missed it. Neat. Okay, so these are the new Cyberpunk collabs. In case you were like, what is that? It's the new Cyberpunk collab. Comes in what is that? Amber and Amber Max. I couldn't remember what the word was. It's like what it's the yellow word. With your tax refund. Exactly. It's May. You could use your tax refund. No, we're gonna do my nails while we have this little sponsored segment. I'm tired of not having my nails on. I'm gonna be so for real with you. I'm so tired of it. So what you'll need to know about shopping over there is code ZOMBIE does get you a discount on anything old, like that's launched more than 2 months ago. So like, unfortunately, the Dex ones here you don't get a discount on, but you can use my link by doing !Gunnar in chat. That link still gets me credit, and that credit is what's helping me open my little shop of horrors. So thank you for the support. Buddha, what you up to? I booked a hotel room for gaming this weekend and had a delicious, so it's gonna be a fun night. Heck yeah. What is it like a convention you're going to, or is it just you and a bunch of friends getting together in a hotel for games? Like what's the event? What's the event? What is the event? No, okay, look. I was off yesterday, right? I was off work yesterday, and I was running errands. I got a lot done. Even though I woke up really late yesterday. I woke up so late yesterday. You guys don't even know. I woke up at like 2, maybe. It might have been 2, it might have been 4. I don't really remember. But I woke up and I'm like, crap, I gotta run errands, right? I gotta do stuff. I gotta go get things done. So I drive down the road and pick up my Ren Fair outfit. Well, one of the last pieces to my Ren Fair outfit, because we're going at the end of the month. She was lovely as always. Love that shop. Amazing. Does great stuff. Not going to give you the name of it because you don't live near me and I don't want to dox anybody. But it's a corset shop. Anyway, So she helped me out. She had ordered me a corset in a color I needed. She was very sweet. Very nice of her. And then she made sure it fit. She put it on me. A lot of fun. I came back to here. I think I took Bolter to the dog park and went by Lowe's. But after that, I was like, oh, I have a coupon for an oil change and I am due for an oil change. Like, I've kind of been putting it off for a week. It's time for an oil change. I was like, you know what? I got this coupon to Valvoline. We'll roll through. We get to Valvoline. We roll up. They get me in the bay. It's like a quick service Valvoline. And they're like, hey, they're like, the guy's looking in his computer for what they'll need to do my oil change, and he's like, hold on a minute. What is this car? And I tell him, like, make, model, package. And he's like, yeah, hold on a second. And he calls 2 other people over and they confer around the computer before, I'm assuming, the manager looks at me and goes, we don't have the oil you need. And I was like, oh, does this take like weird special oil? And he's like, kind of technically, yes. What you need is 0W30, but the trick is you can't get the European one, and that's all we've got. All we have is European. And I was like, okay. He's like, yeah. So what you can do is you can go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's or whatever and get the oil you need. Like, I'll tell you what you need. You can write it down. You can go get the oil you need and bring it back, and we'll do the oil change for like $50. And I was like, cool. Weird. No one told me this when I bought the car. I've only had the car for a few months, right? This is my first oil change. What do you mean? What do you mean weird oil? What do you mean? So I roll over to AutoZone. They don't have it. I roll over to O'Reilly's. They don't have it. I confused the girl at AutoZone quite a bit because she was like, what do you mean we don't have this? What do you mean? Like, she was so confused by it. I was like, girl, I don't know. I'm just here. I'm just here because somebody told me I had to do this. I think oil changes are a scam, but I don't want my car to blow up. So anyway, I roll over to Advanced. They do have it. They do. The problem is they only have the tiny jugs. They don't have the big 5-quart. I need 5 quarts. And they don't have the big jug. I'm going to have to buy 5 individual quarts. And I'm like, okay, let me check one more place. And then if they don't have the big jug either, I'll come back and get the tiny jugs because it's the only place that has any of it. She's like, cool, deal. Sounds good. I roll out. I roll through an oil change place near my house because Valvoline was farther off. It was just on my way home. So near my house, there's another one. Roll up. Dude's like, hey, what you need? And I'm like, hey, I have a question before you roll me into this bay, okay? And it sounds like I know what I'm talking about, but I don't know what I'm talking about. I tell this guy, I'm like, look, I need an oil change. Obviously, I'm here. But I need to know if you have 0W30, full synthetic, not the European kind. And he looks at me kind of funny. He goes, let me go find out. And I said, deal. Cool. Okay. So I'm sitting there. And this guy, this other guy, I'm assuming the manager, he walks out, looks just like Carlos from Resi 3 Remake. Just like Carlos. Like, it was basically Carlos. And I'm looking at him. And he goes, yeah, so. And I was like, I'm gonna have to go to the dealership, ain't I? And he was like, probably. And he explained that the oil that I need for my car is a recall oil. And while some places still have it, most of the oil changing shops are not going to have it right now because reasons. And he says the same thing Valvoline says, if you can find your oil somewhere and you bring me 5 quarts of it, I'll change your oil for $50. And I was like, cool. Okay. That's what Valvoline said. He goes, are you a teacher, nurse, Navy, Army, anything? And I was like, no. He's like, none of it. I was like, no. He's like, well, if you come back tomorrow, you are. I'll get you a discount. Because he was telling me, like, I was like, yeah, I tried to go buy the oil, but like, they don't have the big jugs. They only have the little jugs and it's more expensive. And he's like, I'll get you a discount on the service. And I was like, cool beans, Carlos, sounds like a deal. So I roll out of bed this morning at 8 a.m. I go back to the auto store. I buy 5 individual quarts of the oil that my car apparently needs, non-European. Roll back to the locally owned oil change shop where Carlos works, part-time. right? Red saw this man. She agrees with me. He does, in fact, look like Carlos. A little younger, but still Carlos. They changed my oil. He helps me out. They try to change my engine filter because it needs changing. They don't have the part. They don't have it. It's just not. And he went down the road to the auto place, like the auto zone or whatever it was. He went down the road to see if they had the part. Nobody has the engine filter. So now I get to go find an engine filter. That's fun. No one told me this when I bought the car, and it's too late to return it. What you mean? I bought a complicated car. I don't like this. I don't like this. This is not fun. This is not fun. But I live in a city that doesn't have buses. So I'm relying on a car. Yeah. Life and things. Funny. Anyway, I rolled out of bed this morning at like 7:45, went and got the oil I needed, ate breakfast at Waffle House with a lady who'd been with the company 26 years. She had stories. She was cool. And then after getting my oil changed, I rolled over to a church that had a sign out front that said, "Today, free yard sale." And I didn't know what they meant by free yard sale. I thought they meant like it was free to like bring your stuff and sell it. You didn't have to pay like a vendor fee. No, they were just giving stuff away. So I roll in and I'm like, "Hi, heard you had a yard sale." They're like, "Yeah, it's back here. Everything's free. Just take whatever you want." I was like, "What?" So I got one of those little old-timey percolators, and a skirt that I want to do something with, and then I think a picture frame for the shop, for free, and that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And then we went to the mall and ran around because I drug Red with me for some of this. We went running around at the mall and saw a bunch of friends. It was fun, but the oil change just about killed me. I swear to goodness. I swear that oil change nonsense. Like, apparently I'm gonna have to do this every single time I want an oil change. The only good thing is because it's a new-ish car, it's every 5,000 miles instead of every 3. So less so than the Honda that I had, but still kind of aggravating. Might be a side effect. Yeah, it could be. There's no telling. He didn't really explain what he meant by recall. He just said it's a recalled oil. Is this the same number? Can't be. No, it totally is. Strange. Why does it not fit this thumb? It didn't fit this thumb. That's fine. We'll make it work. What'd you guys get up to today? Not a damn thing? I don't blame you. If I had a choice, it wouldn't have been a thing either. I would have done nothing today. But I can't keep putting off getting an oil change. Like, you can only put that off for so long before your car explodes, you know? Before your car explodes. Let's see here. That's perfect. Perfect. You guys don't know how happy I am. I found this synthwave channel to play. Yeah, that'll work. I did go take lots of pictures. So the artist that's currently in the shop I'm trying to get, she was not there today, so I was able to like take a bunch of pictures of her studio through the windows so that I can see what I got, like what I need to plan out. It's not a hybrid, funny enough. It's just a 2023, and that was probably my mistake. I probably should have just bought like a 2008 Wrangler or something and been done with it. That's my fault for not getting one, not getting an old ass car. I should have just gotten an old one. Shoulda. Nope. Just got an old one. How you doing, Traegar? It's good to see you. I hope you're all right. Hope you're doing all right. I think it was this one. Just dang Wrangler. That's what I should have got. I do not drive a Wrangler currently. That's what I should have gotten. But don't forget that tonight is sponsored by Gunnar. So they are sponsoring me to do my nails. In case you were wondering what I was doing, I'm doing my nails. I'm doing my nails. I don't have my gloves, though. Hold on one second. Where are my gloves? Where are my gloves? All right. Yay. Yay. Why does chat keep shifting like that? What do these look like in amber? Oh, heck yeah. Those look cool. That's what I would do. I don't even really remember what his stuff looked like in the game, but like I would do those in Amber Max for sure. Nail glue. Nail glue. Nail glue. No, you would think it was a hybrid with the way it took so much trouble, but like it's not. It is a gas guzzler. They just decided to make it complicated. Don't ask me why. Wish they'd warn people. When you're buying these cars, that it might not be easy. European oil has additives that non-Euro don't. Need to find some. It looks like Mobile One Advanced. Yeah, so the problem is Mobile makes that oil. A lot of places make that oil. It was not in stock anywhere is the problem. None of the oil change shops carry it standard, and I could not get a hold of it at any of the auto parts stores because they were either out of stock or did not carry it to begin with. Only one auto parts store had it, and they only had the individual quarts. They did not have a jug of it. Fun fact though, like I thought it was gonna be really expensive, but for some reason the jugs I got were on sale for like I would say at least a third off. So instead of it being like $40, it was like $28. I don't know, it was weird. So I'm not complaining too much. I'm not gonna complain too much, but it was still a very awkward like few hours. I'm still very confused by that. You go there. You go there. Yeah, that's how that goes. Many hybrids use. See, it's weird. I don't know. It's just a newer car. Makes me wish I live in a city that I didn't need a car. That would be nice. Like, there's a bus system like farther down in the city, but it does not come to my house, and there's no like park and rides or anything. So like, it just isn't feasible. Colorado had a lot of park and rides. So like if you wanted to go to the airport or something, there was like this parking lot near a bus stop. And so like you would park your car for the weekend or however long you were going to be gone, and it was like free to park. And then you hopped a bus to the airport. So you ended up saving money because you didn't pay for shipping or for parking and stuff. And I kind of miss that, honestly. I do. I kind of miss that. That was convenient. Yeah, I've got to go back to one of the auto parts stores and get an engine filter, which I'm pretty sure I can swap out myself. That doesn't look too complicated. But when I go, I'll see if they finally have that back in stock. But I don't know. I think what I'm going to start doing is start looking forward around the 2,500 mile mark, because I have like 4,000 miles, I think 4 or 5,000 miles. I can't remember. Before I need another oil change. No idea. Yeah, I saw him take it out to show it to me, and I saw him put it back. So I was like, I can do that. That's fine. That's not a big deal. But, I don't know. All of my nails are crooked. Why are they all crooked? It's like I didn't do this for a week, so I got out of practice. I can fix that though. That's not a problem. I'm gonna cut them pretty short, so it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Oh, goodness. Silly, silly, silly stuff, though. Just absolutely the silliest. Absolutely the silliest. I did get an email from the lady. I think I told you guys this Thursday. I think that's when I got the email from her. But I did email the lady telling her I'd put the deposit down on the shop whenever she was available, just so they wouldn't like uh give it away. And she was like, good to know. I will email you soon. But I haven't heard from her since, and now it's the weekend, so I'm probably not gonna hear from her till like Tuesday. Unfortunately. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I have a funny feeling once I hear from her, stuff's gonna move pretty fast. I think stuff's gonna move pretty fast, so we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I taught both kids basic car maintenance, and Emby picked it up best. I used to know a lot more about cars than I do now. Used to. I used to know quite a bit. I no longer remember any of it. There are some things I can do, no problem, probably, but like, it's been so long since I bothered. It's just been easier to pay people. Once I get this nail on, we're gonna look at some more glasses on the Gunnar website because they are sponsoring tonight. Okay, let me get these nails on. Nails on. But yeah, no. It's been it was a weird day. That's what I got. It was kind of a weird day. I did get Korean fried chicken for dinner though, and it was very good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It was so good. Bolter got to go to the dog park today, but he also got to drive around with me while I hit up like random yard sales, and so he's passed out on the bed. He has not moved in probably an hour because I put him up there before I started stream. Like a ways before I started stream, and he has not moved since. He's breathing and like twitching a little bit. But he has not moved. He's tired. Isn't Gunnar the ones? Yes, I will show you those next. I will show you guys those next. Okay. While that cures, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to gunnar.com, you're gonna go to frames, and you are gonna go down to, so they've got a couple of Fallout ones. The original ones are the Vault 33s. These are actually my favorite. I have these in the amber tint right here. These are the Vault 33s. These do qualify for a discount with my code. The Fallout Brotherhood ones are cool too because they're all metal. Here we go. They're all metal, a little bit distressed, which is cool. They come in prescription and sunglasses if you just need a pair of sunglasses. The non-prescription ones are basically blue light blocking. That's the draw on those. If you don't like need prescription glasses, the blue light blocking is still cool. And then the 9010 is technically sunglasses. Those are the Brotherhoods. You might be able to use my code on that one. They've been out for a minute. I think it's the Lucky 38 that just launched. No, they're pre-order. So yes, so on the pre-order ones, you cannot use my code. But you can still use my link. And they have the Sunshift amber and Sunshift lenses, which is pretty cool. So if you want to grab those, they're up for pre-order. Prescription, sunglasses, non-prescription. But yeah, these are in pre-order right now. So yes, they did do 3 different Fallout frames, which I thought was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. All right, real quick, I'm gonna clip these down. Yep. Why is my music stop playing? Why did my music stop playing? Perfect. Yeah, since I clipped these down so far, it doesn't even matter if they're uneven because I just file them back in place. Oh, goodness. But anyway. Oh my gosh. I am going to have to work on that Ren Fair costume next weekend, probably. I only really have one thing left to do on it. Like the costume itself's put together. I just want to make an underskirt to help blend the layers a little bit better. I did meet a leather worker today in the mall where my shop is going. She was really cool. She makes like she made this little thing. It's like a corset, but it's like for pins. Like it's a leather cup, but a corset with lacing and everything, and it's like a pin holder. And I told her I needed one, but I was gonna wait until the shop opened to come get it. Because I didn't want to like have to take it home and then bring it back. And she was cool with that. She was like, "Oh yeah, for sure." Because my store is basically gonna be corsets. So I'm excited. Why is my music not playing? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It just like stopped all of a sudden. And it's playing the same song over and over again. But I don't have it on repeat, so I'm kind of confused. Weird. There we go. Weird. But anyway, let me bring this back around. But yeah, Bolter got jumped all over by like a giant hound, a giant Labrador. And I'm talking like this Labrador was like heckin' fat. Like just the biggest dog I've seen in a while. Super friendly, very sweet. But we did leave kind of early because somebody brought their kid in. And Bolter like is generally good with kids, but she was tiny, right? Like she could barely ride the tricycle she was on. She was so small. And so I was just like, you know what? I don't want him knocking her over or anything, and I don't want her chasing him. Because kids don't behave at dog parks. Little kids anyway. I don't mind if like teenagers are at dog parks, but I just don't trust little kids. Around strange dogs. And Bolter likes to jump when he gets excited. We're working on it. So I did put him on a leash and like let him around a little bit, and then we ended up leaving. But you can tell that was more than enough exercise because he's still passed out. So he's good. He's good. He's a happy dog. He's also eating dinner, so he's good to go. He's good to go. Just chipping away some of the excess glue. I put a little too much on this finger. But I'm excited. I think the next couple of months are going to be a lot of fun, even if I have to go to work. Still. Even if I still have to go to work. It'll be fine. I'll have to do it forever. I wonder. I'm going to need an actual nail clipper, I think, for that one. I don't know. I don't really have any plans for this week either. I need to make some. Plans. There we go. That's better. I'm waiting. Like the thing with the shop is the one that I'm going to get is only getting opened because another artist is moving out, and that person is moving into the gonna be empty shop. But we don't have a time frame on when the first person is moving yet. So we don't really have. I'm assuming this month, the way they're talking, they're just waiting for stuff to line up. So it's like, I gotta wait. So Hello, Goose. How you doing? Good to see you. How you been? What you up to? What you doing? The Goose emote is pretty cool. I do agree. Do agree with you. I did go into a comic book store today for Free Comic Book Day, and it made me remember why I quit working at Warhammer. Like, oh no, I don't want to be in here. I don't want to do this. I'm uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. It was packed out. Packed out. I did not get any free comics because I wouldn't have read them anyway. I have nothing against comics. I just really don't read them anymore. I have my collection of random Harley comics, and that's about all I care to have. I enjoyed the new 52 line for Harley when it started, but I didn't keep up with it. Like, I have like one compendium, and that's about it. I don't know what it is about psychotic women in pigtails, but it's my jam. My favorite trope. Tira from Soul Calibur. The chick from the Hex Girls. Just all of that. All of that is my vibe. We're doing my nails while we sit through our while we sit here for just chatting, because we're doing a Gunnar sponsored segment. It's why they're on the screen, in case you were curious. Decided to do my nails because the real ones keep breaking and I'm tired, so I gotta go. Once I like get out of the kitchen as much, I could probably forgo nails, but like right now they kind of act as a protective style almost, because I just break my real ones constantly. Kitchens are rough. Kitchens are rough places on the hands, I'll tell you what. She actually such a great character. Crazy that she wasn't even no, she wasn't. Yeah. She was an animated series creation that ended up getting her own following, essentially. So they turned her into a real one. Get that to taper in a little bit more. That's what we need. We need some DC collaborations between Gunnar and comic books. I would rock a pair of like red and black Gunnars for sure, with the little Harley diamonds on them. Oh my gosh. What's kind of fun about it is like you never know what collab's coming next. Like I did not. I probably wouldn't have guessed a cyberpunk collab if they had asked me. Like, what do you think's next? I have no idea. It could be anything. There we go. Okay. Now that all the crooked ones are not crooked anymore, still some of the best animation. It really is. The animated the Batman the Animated Series is like some of my favorite TV of all time. Just I don't know. Some of the best. And then the Spider-Man animated one too. I love that one a lot. I watched a lot of that. I know that's not DC, but those two animated shows were like for superheroes were, oh my god, so good. Absolutely my favorite growing up. Spider-Man used to be my favorite superhero. Like, just hands down was my favorite. I don't know. 3 streams? Heck yeah, Andrew. How you doing? Good to see you. We're just vibing tonight. We're doing my nails real quick. I say real quick. This is probably going to take me an hour. Probably going to take like an hour. Which is fine. That's fine. Decided to do my nails so we could sit here and talk about Gunnar and silly stuff and how our day went. Mine was wild. Having to go to like 3 different auto parts store and then go to the oil change service place is crazy. Like, them not having the oil I need is wild. And like, the answer obviously is next time to go through the dealership because they probably have it. But the issue there is the dealership is really expensive for no reason. Also, the dealership closest to me for my car has like a 2-week turnaround right now on service. When you go to schedule, they're like, it could be up to 2 weeks. And it's like, I cannot go 2 weeks without a car, bud. You're gonna have to either supply one or figure that out. So I'm probably gonna have to go next city over when I get stuff done. Which is fine. It's not that long of a drive. It's just kind of annoying. Like, I need y'all to get your stuff together if you're gonna be doing all this. I think they're sharing like one transmission guy with all of like the north part of my state, which is why stuff's taking so long to get done. I think there's just one guy zooming around trying to do as much as he can, and then like 1 or 2 days he's out of place. That wouldn't surprise me. All right. One hand has the nails on it. Heck yeah. What'd you guys get up to today? Did I grab a Red Bull? I did not. Hold on. Red Bull. Burn. Red Bull's the best. Sitting on stuff. The new Clayface looks great. What do you mean new Clayface? Is it a movie, animated? I haven't heard about this. I haven't heard about this. Oh, I was going to show you guys something else. You guys want to see my favorite? These are my favorite pair. These specifically. These. The Dooms are my favorite. That Gunnar's made. I just got out of the automotive industry. Everything's over-engineered, and all this new oil they keep adding is diminishing return. Yeah, right. It's just silly. It's a very silly situation. I've learned my lesson. I'm just gonna buy cars from the 80s. I'm just gonna stick with 80s models at this point. I can't deal with all this computer nonsense. Just I want a plug and play car. That's why I like Wranglers so much. Back in the day, Wranglers, not Rubicons. You could just put anything in them. Like, you could leave them in a barn for 20 years and they'd still start up. It's a horror thriller movie, apparently a standalone horror, basically doing the 90s animated story for him, which is tragic. I vaguely remember that story. So yes, that is tragic. That's wild. That's really cool. I'll have to go look up the trailer later. I think I may have heard about it. I don't know if I ever went and like read about it, but it sounds vaguely familiar now that you're telling me it's the horror genre. That sounds vaguely familiar, actually. Have you guys seen the Resident Evil trailer? What? Actually looks good. Which is kind of surprising given that it's a Resident Evil movie. Kind of a surprise. There we go. Break that. I don't know. I don't know. No live action. Alright, so my only thought about that, with Clayface being, a DC character is that they have not figured out how to do good live action, movies. DC's only good movies are animated. So if this is not animated, I'm a little concerned, but I'm still gonna have, like, hope for it. I'm still gonna hope that it's good. Who knows? Looks like we're getting a pretty decent Resident Evil movie with live action, which is a surprise. So honestly, maybe it's the year for typically terrible live action movies to actually be good. Maybe. Ooh, I used my laser cutter last night and today to cut the shop sign. I'm gonna get, like how old fantasy tavern art usually shows like a swinging or hanging sign above the door. I cut one of those on my laser cutter. It's double-sided with my logo on it that Red drew and the name of the shop, and so it's gonna go above the door and be like one of the swinging signs. I'm really excited about it. So I mean, I don't know. Actually putting that thing to use, which is cool. Because typically I didn't use it too much before beyond making some Ouija boards once upon a time. Star, how you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing amazing. I had a good day. I had a really good day. Ooh, 15. A Way Out. When was that stream? When did you stream that? But I really like Pattinson's Batman. I actually have not seen Pattinson's Batman. So I don't have an opinion on it necessarily. I don't really have an opinion on it, so I don't know what to think about it. Doesn't mean it's bad or good or anything. I just don't know what it was. So let's put that back over here real quick. There we go. Streamed that yesterday. How'd the stream go? Did you like it? What's it about? Oh, I got glue all over this finger. That's gonna be annoying to clean up. I want a prancing pony sign to hang in front of my house in that style for maybe obvious reasons. I love it. Should do it. They sell the sign hangers on Amazon fairly cheap. I found a really pretty one for like $14. And then I just made the sign myself. I also stopped by Lowe's and got some wood stain for it. In a pink wood stain color. It's called Cherry Blossom. We're gonna stain it probably tomorrow. Well, I work tomorrow. We might just stain it on Monday. Yeah, we'll probably stain it on Monday. I got a couple of things I need to stain. I got some shelving that's real wood that I need to put an espresso stain on for the shop. It's really good. It's about two guys who are trying to escape prison and destroy a mutual enemy. Look, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. For a while, not forever. For a little while. Let's get this out the way. Boom. Actually, you know what? Boom. Get that out the way. But yeah. Yeah. hold on. Gaming frames. The ones I'm wearing right now. Where is Tokidoki on here? I think is it Crystal Princess or is it? These are the Crystal Kingdom. I'm wearing Digital Princess, I believe is what it's. Yeah, there it is. There's. See, I get them confused. I get the two words mixed up. So this is the Tokidoki Digital Princess. It's the one I'm wearing right now. Non-prescription with a clear tint. And they're actually super cute. These are my first pair of Gunners. Not ever, but the first ones I got once I started the sponsorship with them. So I think they're cute. I think they're really cute. We're doing a little sponsored segment tonight because I wanted to do my nails and vibe with you guys and talk and hang out and show you really cool Gunner glasses. It's really good. I read that. I haven't played A Way Out. I think I've heard of it though. Fully recommend the game. It's one of those you can play with a friend, similar to like It Take Two. Oh, who are you playing with? Made by the same company. That would make sense. That might be why I've heard of it. Are you playing with a friend? Guys, go give Star a follow. But what's funnier is my eyebrows are uneven. Asurikai? How do you say that? Hold on. Is it Osrikai? I bet it's Osrikai. He's a good friend of mine. I like his name. It's pretty. I find it funny to tell dudes they're pretty because they don't know what to do about that. If you ever want to like confuse a dude, tell him he's pretty. It's fun. Okay, let me get this other hand going. Hi, Megan. Is that even? That is even. We're doing good. Your phone going off? No. Okay. I think something's flying overhead and it just kind of vaguely sounds like my phone vibrating. I need to do more collab streams. Unfortunately, the person I would collab with hasn't streamed in a while because her schedule's been kind of gnarly, honestly, from what I gather. Kind of gnarly. Does your friend also stream and is it under that name? I did meet that leather worker I met today. I'm gonna be going into the mall. It's like a maker space, under a slightly different name, than my real name. And I got to introduce myself as that today, and it was kind of cool. Kind of cool. Anyway, yes and yes. Oh heck yeah! All right, I will be sure to check both of y'all out. I love learning other people's stream. Absolutely love it. Boom, boom, boom. Like, it's one of those things where if you go to a lot of streams, and this is totally valid because it's their stream, their rules, but you'll go to a lot of streams and people are like, don't talk about your stream at all. Don't even mention it. Don't even like acknowledge that you are also a streamer. Just pretend you're not. No mentioning of it at all. And that's fair. That's fair. Not like having a blanket no self promo rule. I totally get, because then that way you can kind of handle the jerks when they come in and be a jerk about it. But as long as you're being polite and you're kind of like, and you've been around for a while, I totally don't care if you mention that you stream. Or that, like, and I don't care if you mention like, oh, I hit affiliate yesterday, or I had a really good stream yesterday, I got rated by like one of my favorite streamers, or I want to celebrate your wins with you. And I see you more as a coworker than I see you as competition. Like, we're here to make fun content and vibe with our community, and some of those communities are going to overlap, and that's okay. A streamer is not going to steal your viewer from you, just because you mentioned, or they mentioned, that they stream too. It's okay to tell me that you stream if you're polite about it. Like, I had a really good stream yesterday, or hey, I was streaming this game, I really think you'd like it. Or I hit, 200, 300, 1,000 followers yesterday on my YouTube. I don't care about that. That's like totally cool. I want to celebrate with you. Now, if your very first message in my chat ever is this chick is boring as hell, you should come watch my stream, I'm live now, that's different. That's rude. But like, I've never cared if somebody's like, hey, I was streaming earlier and it went really well, and etc. and so on. Especially if you've been around for a while. Honestly, giving me new people to watch is kind of nice. Got too much glue on this one too. If you're thinking of getting the game, it's on sale right now for Steam. Oh, okay, I'll check that out then. This chick is on fire, not boring at all. Hi, Bear. How you doing? It's good to see you. How'd your day go? How's your streams been going lately? Oh my gosh. But oh, speaking of the shop, my garage is full of haunted furniture right now. And I think because I've said the phrase haunted furniture so much, TikTok has started suggesting this channel to me. That it's a channel where 3 psychics, 3 mediums, go into a thrift store and pick a random item and then decide if it's haunted or not. It's a really funny channel. I don't know the name of it because I haven't really been paying attention, but it's funny that it keeps popping up. And it keeps popping up because I keep talking about haunted furniture. There is definitely some haunted furniture in my garage right now. There's a sewing table that was a friend. It was this lady's friend's grandma sewing table before she went into hospice. So that's definitely haunted. There's a vintage sewing cabinet out there. I don't know if that one's haunted or not. I found it. That was free. And I didn't really get a story on it. She's just like, you can have it if you want it. And I was like, deal. 2 of the mirrors came from a hair salon, so I don't think they're haunted unless, the hairstylists were killing people. And then I've got a coffee table out there that's probably haunted. It looks like it hails from the like 70s at best. And then I forget what else is out there. Some mannequins, stuff like that. Stuff for a seamstress shop. If you're just now turning in and you're wondering why I got glasses on the screen, It's because tonight's sponsored by Gunnar, and my dog stinky farts. When he sleeps, he stinky farts. But anyway, mostly by Gunnar though. And if you go over to the Gunnar website, it's just gunnar.com, you're going to use code ZOMBIE for a discount on your own glasses. Your own glasses is what you're going to do. Right there. Oops. Why is it like that? That's weird. Wee. These are actually the ones I'm wearing right now, so I just wanted to pull them up. Might work. I won't complain. Been spending too much time on Windrose. I know what that is, but I have not played it yet. Been hearing pretty good things though. I might have to file these down a little bit. Zombie, what do you do on your stream? Mostly just talk at the void. That is chat. Chat's like the void. Y'all just exist in the void and I talk at you. Sometimes the void talks back. Sometimes. Yeah. I think I'm just really tired from having to run all over the place to get my oil changed. I think that's probably why I'm just like tired. Tired. You know? I'm fairly void-like. Y'all avoid. I talk at the void. Sometimes the void talks back. I don't know. I could be imagining all this. I could secretly be in an insane asylum in a coma. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what's real? I zoned like all the way out a couple months ago at work, like zoned out, and had this weird thought that like, what if I was an egg salad sandwich that's just hallucinating vividly? And it doesn't have to make sense to anybody but me. And it did make sense to me, so I'm okay with it. But you know, there's no telling what's going on this rock half the time. No idea what's going on. Have you played anything fun recently? I have mostly been playing Marathon off stream. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and a little bit on stream too. I have mostly been playing Marathon, and I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. Sack dropped the bomb that in June-ish they're going to be resetting everybody, and so I'm going to lose all of my stuff, all of my money, all of my upgrades because the season resets, and I didn't know that was what season reset involved. So I've been like mad dash trying to spend all of my money in Marathon and use my guns that are really nice and stuff because they're gonna go away anyway. So that's kind of been what I've been doing lately. And then I've been obsessing about the shop. It's like almost every day I'm doing something in preparation for opening my own store. So that's kind of been what I've been doing. Real talk. So that's been all my time. Playing Marathon with friends or working on stuff for the shop. Not even gonna lie. I'm really excited, you guys. I can't wait to show you guys the space. I've been posting stuff occasionally in the sub only channel in the Discord. I wanted to give people a bigger reason to like sub or a better reason to sub because we used to do monster cards, but it got out of hand, and then we had other little incentives, but that also got out of hand. So now I'm just trying to like make content for you guys to have in that Discord channel. So we'll see. We'll see. I don't really want to post the photos I took today though, because like it's got the current person's stuff in there still, like because it's still technically her shop. So I don't want to like bother her. But once the shop's empty, I'll start posting photos of it so you guys can see what we got planned. Boop. I need to show you guys the paint colors I'm probably going to pick between. Yeah, that's what Red was saying earlier, that y'all were going to do cryo. I wish you guys luck. I have not had a successful run of cryo in marathon since my very first run ever, where I loaded in a little knot myself and didn't know what was going on at any given time because nothing was explained to me. And I ended up with 2 other very nice, very good players because I loaded in randomly, who obviously play a lot of Destiny with the way they like kid glove handled me. They led me through cryo, step by step, waited for me at the bottom of ladders, murdered everything before I got there kind of stuff, right? We never ran into another runner, not a single time this entire run. Never saw anything but bots. Like there were no, I know I said like they were killing everything in front of me, but like I never saw runner bags. Like there was never another runner. It was just all bots. They got all of their security clearance cards in order, security clearance 3, got a bunch of loot, left some loot for me, and then we exfilled successfully. And that was my first trip to cryo ever. Yeah, I got a bunch of fun stuff, and it was very quiet and peaceful besides the bots. It's never ever done that again. I have died every single time I've been back, which was funny. They were so nice to me. Like they kept like trying to tell me what to do and where to go and stuff, and it was just funny. The whole thing was funny. They were very nice. They were probably like, who is this noob and what are they doing? What is this nerd doing? I mean, I don't know. Unless they were like sniper shooting the other runners from like way off so their bags weren't in our path, I still don't know how we did that whole run without seeing another runner. Still a little confused about that one. Never been, probably never will. It's fun. But it is hard to get out of. I will be for real with you, because like they don't really explain how it works very well. You have to go around looking for these little pink USB/dog tag looking things, and those are like security clearance codes, and you have to get enough to level up security clearance 1 and then 2 and then 3, and if you don't get all the way to level 3, you cannot exfil. And you have that limited amount of time to do it. So cryo is real easy to die in because you don't manage to get your security level 3 and make it to an actual exfil. Which happened to me last night. I ended up playing with like 2 brand new players to cryo. Like I don't think they've ever been on the marathon before, which is fair. And we were probably like 15 minutes into the run before I was like, hey, are you guys like in the text chat? I was like, are y'all picking up the pink security tags? For the security clearance? And they didn't answer, but then they started picking up the tags. So we did not exfil successfully that run. Because we did not get to going where we were, because I didn't realize they weren't picking stuff up right away. We were so busy killing the bots and stuff that I didn't realize that our security clearance stuff wasn't leveling. And I was like, guys, are y'all doing this? And then got no answer, but immediately started seeing our clearance level up, which was really funny. Were you able to get the spot that you wanted? I don't officially know yet, but I did offer to put the deposit down on it. And she confirmed that. I emailed the lease lady and said, hey, whenever you're available, I can come put the security deposit down on the studio I'm asking about. And she responded, good to know, we'll get back to you. So I think it's mine, but she hasn't made it official yet. So I don't know. I don't know. And then if you want to crack one of the 7 vaults, you need clearance, mixtures. See, I was finding the batteries, but I didn't know exactly what they were for. Funny enough. So I was a little confused on that. I was like, this looks important. Guess I'll pick it up. But then we didn't even make it out of like security level 2, so clearance level 2, so didn't even matter. Real talk, which was funny. I think this hand is longer. Maybe not. Yeah, it's a little longer. Let me trim this off a little bit. Sometimes one hand ends up longer than the other one. But yeah, I got lucky my first run. Cryo is fun. The bots are outrageous, though. Absolutely outrageous. Just so super silly. Well, those are actually the same length. Why does my nose itch? Oh my goodness, the dog moved. The dog moved. Yeah, those are the same length. Okay, it was just the ring finger or the middle finger that was too long. All right, cool. I will eventually run cryo with friends. I've mostly been crew filling with randos. But should be. I will eventually run it with friends. It's only open on the weekends though, I think. I think. Anyway. All right, I'm done with the nail glue. Done with the nail glue. Alrighty. But I wish you guys luck tonight in cryo. I wish you guys a lot of luck. Let me take this off real quick so I have better grip. I always file down the edges of these a little bit just to blend them better. But yeah. No, cryo's fun. Even if you just want to try it without losing anything, there's a free cryo sponsor kit in the armory. Like it gives you a lot of stuff. And it makes cryo not too bad until you start running into other people. Like if against other people it's not the best, but that's sponsor kits in general. But like, yeah, if you don't want to lose your own stuff and you just want to see what it's about, that sponsor kit in the armory is specifically for cryo. Specifically for cryo. You do, however, have to be, I think your season level has to be 25. So you have to be able to rent a car. And then you have to have all the factions unlocked, I think is what I found out like last night or the night before. So yes. I believe that's how it works. No, it's not trash. I mean, it's worth the 5K or whatever. Like you stand a pretty good chance against the bots and stuff, but if you start getting overwhelmed with runners, which is what happened to me, like depending on what they brought in, if somebody like if you load in with the sponsor kit and somebody loads in with a $15,000 build, or $15,000 credit bill or 15,000 credit build, you're gonna have a rough time, but that's just gonna be how it goes in general. Some people are tryhards. Though to be fair, I did load in with like 9K last night. Just because I wanted to get rid of some stuff. I did want to get rid of some stuff. But yeah, I was really surprised that the sponsor kit offered as many health items as it did. It was a ton of health items in that thing. I really hope the shop does well and I can quit my job at the grocery store. Everybody cross your fingers for me. Cross your fingers for me. I think we stand a fighting chance. Because everybody I've told about the shop has been like really excited. Like, oh my gosh, you mean I can get stuff locally? And I'm like, yeah, soon. I need to work on the catalog is what I need to work on. I don't want to start the catalog too soon though. I want to be getting ready to open and have placed my order for the stock before I put the catalog together because I don't want to like put something in the catalog that's not available. Like if I do it now and then it becomes unavailable by the time I open the shop, that would be annoying. People might be sad about that. Please stop. Okay. Boop. Boop. Hello, good to see you. Probably shouldn't have worn booty shorts to sit in this chair. Oh my goodness. It's just really nice outside, so it's like, heck yeah. Guys, if you are just now tuning in, do not forget, this is our sponsor for tonight, Gunnar.com, and you're going to use code ZOMBIE over there for a discount. I think it's 15% off. It does have to be older than 60 days, though, like the frames, because like these Tokidoki ones, these totally get a discount on with code ZOMBIE. But like the new, these new ones up here, these, they're new, so you won't be able to get a discount on that. But you can use my link, and I'll still get credit for it, which I appreciate. I also get credit for anything, any sales made during my stream segment. So for the 2 hours that we're live with Gunnar on Saturdays, I do also get credit for any sales made, even if it's not with my code or my link. And that's pretty cool. So it helps me out if you're going to do the shopping to do it on Saturday during my segment. No one's immune to MIPS rounds to the dome. Fair. I did find a really good sniper rifle last night on Marathon, but we didn't exfil successfully, so it ended up not mattering. The thing about the Marathon is like when you load into it, like when you load into cryo, if you can get out with the stuff you found, like I think for the most part, the stuff you find, the lowest tier it's going to be is blue. Most of the things I was picking up last night were like worth a lot of money in game, and then we're also fairly high level. So if you just need better gear, it's worth it to try. You might get lucky. You might find some Destiny players that want to lead you through it like you're a child. Because I am. Put that up and I wasn't done with it. I was not done with it. There we go. Nope. Oh, it's nice to have my nails back. They're not even that long. It's just nice to have them back. It's just nice to have them back. Gotta clean up underneath a little bit because I got some glue. Then we'll be ready to paint. Man, I wish the flea market was still up and running here. There was one that was like down next county over, but it was like fairly close because I'm on the line. And I liked going there. It was fun. They shut it down and turned it into storage units. I think that was during the pandemic, actually. I think the owner ended up killing it in favor of storage units. And it's like, we don't need any more storage units. We need more markets where people can sell their stuff. Why did you get rid of that? And by during the pandemic, I mean back in 2020, 2021. If they turned it into storage units. Makes me sad. We're going to swap tips in just a second, I think. I got the other ones, but this one's being troublesome. You know, I'm not going to like... This is not me, like, pooping on a movie that's not even out yet, I don't think. I really hope that Hokum is a better movie than it probably is. I have noticed that when scary movies are coming out and they're being advertised and the reviews are like, scariest movie I've ever seen, best movie this year, you're gonna piss your pants. And then I go watch it and I'm sad. It just makes me upset. And I'm really hoping that that is not the case with this movie, because I would really like this movie to be good. Really and truthfully, but I am worried that it won't be, and I don't know if I want to waste my money on it. Also, if you watch the trailer, for Hokum, be aware that there's a jump scare at the end, which annoys me, because it kind of leads me to believe that the movie's going to be mostly jump scares. Hi, Red. Horror buffs have been enjoying it? I hope so. Honestly, the jump scare just looked like, how many years ago was it? But that weird Momo puppet, that's what the jump scare looks like. It just looked like Momo, and I'm like, y'all. Come on now. Y'all. Right, I might have to actually... But there's some other horror movies on the horizon that I want to see as well. It's funny. The last time that actor did a scary movie, it was more of a jokey scary movie. So it'll be neat to see him do something a little more serious because I get the vibe that this is a serious one. I just don't trust anybody that's like, scariest movie ever. But I've been cynical about that since The American Ring came out. Ringu? Sure. Great. Fine. Okay, I understand it. American Ring? No. Not scary. Y'all just babies. Y'all just babies, and I am broken. That is all that is. That's all that is. Anyway. I don't know. These actually look really cool in sunglasses too. Okay, so the neutral focus only comes in the 90s. If you do regular glasses, it does not. We go over to performance level. We go down to legendary, mythic. Hold on one second. I don't want to get it wrong. I wanted to explain to you what neutral focus was, but I don't want to get it wrong. Okay. Amber, clear pro. I am going to get it wrong if I try to explain it to you, but you can read the FAQs down below. If you're just wanting regular glasses though, they are available in the Amber Max. And while those aren't sunglasses, they do look really cool in the sun because I have a pair of Amber Max Dooms and I do occasionally wear them outside. And the way it makes like everything more manageable in bright sunlight, but it also gives it like this orangey yellow tint is so cool. I don't know. I love it. All right. I gotta buff these nails. That's what I'm forgetting to do. What movie you're looking forward to most this year, and why is it Resident Evil? I think I cut myself. Or I got something poking me. Why is it Resident Evil? I said why, and why is it Resident Evil? I know that's going to be your answer. I knew it. My answer too. I am curious why Baron Harkonnen is in the trailer though. Floaty diaper baby man in a Resident Evil movie is an interesting choice. That's an interesting choice. I wonder if it's supposed to be a more realistic chunk. Because I feel like it might be. Supposed to be a more realistic chunk. I'm gonna put that there, put this here, and put on my glove. It is impaled. Fair. I have coffee and it's still hot and I'm like so excited about it. We're gonna go over here real quick because I need you guys to pick a color. The one that looks white is a light purple in the top corner. It's like a light purple, and then there's a light blue, two other blues, a glitter purple, and like a lavender. I've got those. I don't really want to do any of these. I don't really want to do these. If I do any of these, it's going to be dark gray or black. I don't know. I'm excited. I don't. I'm thinking glitter purple is what I'm thinking. Or do I want to do light purple? What color is this? It's almost white. It's purple, but it's almost white. But anyway. Yeah, this'll work. This'll work. Oh, it's kind of chalky like a white, though. It's so light. I miss my old nail girl. I just wish it wasn't so expensive to get nails done. Then I just do it myself. Oh, goodness. I wonder if there's going to be any Easter eggs in the Resident Evil movie. Like, if we're going to see some stuff, like, just in the background or in passing. He's going to have any nods to the other characters, you know? Nice. There's an herb running around. I'm excited. Maybe we'll see a tofu. There was I saw the trailer on TikTok yesterday, I think it was, and everybody was in the comments complaining that it's not Leon. And it's like, if it were Leon, y'all would complain about that too. Like, y'all Resident Evil fans are never happy about anything. I've met y'all. I've been in this fandom for 30 some odd years, y'all. You ain't ever happy about nothing. Might as well be DVD fans. Apparently, it does take place in Raccoon City. Simultaneous to 2. It's an Outbreak movie. Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, it's there. Because, like, in the trailer, he's calling his girlfriend, like, hey, some weird stuff's going down. I don't know if I'm gonna make it out, but, like, love ya. So I was assuming it was Raccoon City. And I was assuming it was the 90s. Just by the look of the film. Because the hardest part about horror movies nowadays is cell phones. Cell phones ruin a lot of horror movies. Like, they have to come up with a way to disable everybody's cell phone in horror movies to make the horror actually, like, real. Like, more realistic. Like, I'm not saying horror movies are realistic, but, like, more realistic. Because, like, quite honestly, if I'm in the middle of nowhere, or if I'm at a cabin in the woods and there's a killer outside, you know what I'm doing? I'm calling for help. But if they disable your phone and you can't call for help, that becomes more realistic, right? Like, everybody's got a cell phone now. Like, you cannot tell me that no one's calling somebody, you know, like, right? What? Like, in the 90s and the 80s, it was cool. You just cut the phone line to the house, and then there you go. But, like, nowadays, everybody got a cell phone. I'm just gonna pull out my phone and call the FBI, you know, like, what the fuck? What I'm gonna be doing. So now horror movies have to go out of their way to be like, we disabled the phones or whatever. So I kind of appreciate that this is going to be like the 90s before cell phones were commonplace. So, well, I think in the trailer, the phone he's using, it's a landline and it's like a rotary, if I remember right. So it's very obvious that it's not current modern time. Sorry, I'm concentrating. I'm excited about it. Hi, Donnie. In my neighborhood, the Verizon tower dies for a few days every few weeks. Oh no, seriously? I don't trust Verizon. I do not trust them. Not in the slightest. In the slightest. But I'm excited to see what's essentially going to be an Outbreak movie. Like, that's going to be cool. And it wouldn't surprise me if being that's essentially an Outbreak movie, that we run into some characters we know about or we're familiar with. You know? Would not surprise me. Like, I don't think they're brave enough to put Leon back on film again after it went so bad with the other Resident Evil movie. I don't think it'll be Leon, but I wouldn't be surprised if we run into like Alyssa adjacent people. You know? Wouldn't surprise me at all. Not even slightly. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see though. We'll see. That is something I'll see in theaters. The two things I'll probably see in theaters this year are going to be Practical Magic 2, which I don't have any hope for. And Resident Evil, which I do. I do have hope for Resident Evil. But I won't care if Practical Magic 2 is mediocre, because I'm going to be drinking margaritas for sure. I'm going to the theater that has a bar. Midnight margaritas. Yup. That's what I'll be doing. That's for sure what I'll be doing. I don't know. That dog is still passed out. Passed out. All right. Glitter time. Glitter, 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 glitter time. But no, I'm excited. I think we're gonna get some decent movies this year, and that's gonna be kind of cool. Donnie, how you doing? How you been? How's stream going for you? Still rocking around in DBD? That'll work. I think I'm gonna ask the leather worker that I met today at the mall if she sells her scraps for little small projects I want to do. Cause my as long as it's like tanned, as long as the leather is tanned with non-toxic stuff, I can cut it on the laser printer. I can cut on it and put designs in it. So that's pretty cool. Plus it vents out the room, so it kind of smells like burnt cow, but it's not too bad. Doing good making dinner. Stream's been good. Good. I'm so excited. So excited for you. We're just vibing tonight. We just vibing. We just vibing. Doing a little Gunnar sponsored segment in case you were wondering why I was wearing glasses. They're my blue light blocking Tokidokis. Or why this was on the screen. They sponsor us on Saturdays, and you can get your own pair of glasses over here. Over here. There you go. They're a big reason that I've been like able to maybe open my shop and stuff. And this y'all showing up for the sponsored segments helps so much. As does shopping over there, obviously. But if you're just hanging out for free, that's cool too. It helps. It helps. Every little bit helps. Oh, I feel like I cut my face with my nail just now. But nah, I'm excited. I'm excited to have fun again. Working 5 days a week at 5 in the morning kind of takes it out of you eventually. It takes it out of you eventually. And I think I still need to do laundry tonight. Funny enough. Anyway. Goodness. I do still have that paint left over from the wall back there. I might use that in the dressing room of the shop. Might do that. All right. And then I need a top coat, and that hand is done. Done. I actually like that. It's a pretty color. There was a TikTok I saw where this gal who was like 26, I think she was dating or married, I'm not really sure, engaged to a 66-year-old, right? And she was giving relationship advice, which you are 26, baby girl, like back up, but whatever. But where they were filming the video, was in front of the lake that their lake house sits next to. And there's like a sunset behind them and like a boat in the dock. And so like she's talking about all this relationship advice and like what makes their relationship work. And everybody in the comments was like, girl, we get it. The economy is bad right now. Like one person was like, he has a retirement plan, but hers is better. Like, oh, it was funny. It was really funny. Girl, I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand. At least her frontal lobe is probably developed. So, whatever, not my business anymore. I live in the comment sections on TikTok. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I live in them. My algorithm is kind of messed up just because I will spend so much time reading comments on unhinged videos. And I love it. TikTok comment sections are funnier than like most comedians. If I was looking for like the next great comedian, I would just find the most unhinged TikTok video I could and go through the comments for the funniest one and give them a chance. You want to do a stand-up set? I think you'd be good at it. I think you'd be good at it. I have decided that like the other lady on TikTok who created a Tinder profile just to get stuff fixed around her house, that I may also be doing that to get my stuff moved into my shop because I don't feel like lifting any of it. She made a Tinder profile and was like, hey, I'm not looking to date anybody. I just want a dude or a couple of dudes to come over and fix like these things in my house that are broken that I don't know how to fix. And like 12 dudes showed up and made friends with each other and like argued over how to fix stuff correctly and then fixed everything that was wrong. And that's pretty funny. So I might be doing that. I'll just curl my hair before I take the photo. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Guys like blondes. I got this. Put my eyebrows on. I can go from gremlin to like moderately hot pretty quick with makeup. Like it's like a secret talent. It's nice. It's a nice talent to have. Yep. Also dog. The dog will be in the picture. That's a big draw for some people too. That's how you know someone's decent. They like dogs. Vulture doesn't need a stepdad though, so I ain't looking for nothing. I think that's straight, but it almost looks crooked, and I'm a little concerned actually. I'm actually a little concerned. I missed a spot. I'm gonna have to file that smooth. Hurry up and cure. Hurry up and cure. Hurry up and cure. I need a dog camera, but I'm out of cameras. Can you see him from here? There he is. There he is. There's Bolter. That's Bolter being Bolter. Little doggo cam. He's the best. We love him. We love him so much. So much. We do, we do, we do. Oh, yep, those are perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Burp. All right, now that this is the hand I'm actually right-handed. I did my left hand first, or I did my right hand first with my left hand, and it's like kind of crooked. Now that I actually am using the hand I actually use day to day, this might actually go a little faster. Probably not though. Probably not though. That'll work. That'll work. Perfect. Yeah, see, this is actually going faster. And then we'll get into some video games. For a little while. Did that work? Yes, it did. Whee. I think also when my shop opens, I've been bookmarking content creators in the area when I come across them that review other like fun places. And I might pick one or two of them to like pay to come out and do a little like look-see in my space and post about it. I'm a content creator. I'm going to pay other content creators. You pay people for their time. You pay them what you say you're going to pay them. But I might get a couple to come out and be like, "Hey, come talk about my shop." Duncan! Good evening, Duncan. Thank you for the 33 months, dude. Tier 2, wild. Absolutely wild. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. It's gonna be a fun year. I know we're already 5 months into it, and it's not been a fun year so far, but it's about to be a fun year. It's about to be. About to be a fun year. How are you? I'm doing so good. I got a bunch done today and yesterday, so I ain't even mad about it. I could use another day off to just lay in bed and stare at the ceiling. But it's been a good day. It's been a good day. Busy day, but a good day. But a good day. But a good one. I don't know. We're doing my nails. We're doing our Gunnar sponsored segment. You can go over there to gunnar.com, do a little shopping, especially on these new cyberpunk ones that are just have just been announced. Oh, they look really cool. I like them best in Amber Max. I'm not gonna lie, but Amber Max is kind of my favorite lens. It's just very sensory friendly. How was your day? Did you get up to anything fun today? I had to get an oil change, but it did not take all that long, which was good. I'm so used to oil changes taking an hour. That'll work. That'll work. And doing my nails. I adulted, changed the hinges, deadbolts, and doorknobs. What were wrong with the hinges? Deadbolts and doorknobs, I get. Like, every so often, you should probably change your locks out, especially if you don't know who has keys to your house. But, like, what was going on with the hinges? Is that maintenance I'm not aware of? I'm not aware of this maintenance. Curious. I'm excited to paint the door of my shop. It's it's a painted door. Like, a lot of the doors in the mall can't be painted because they're like natural wood and whatnot. This one's already been painted a handful of times. So I will be painting it again, which I'm excited about. I think I'm gonna paint it purple. Witches have purple doors. They were rusty, apparently original to the house, which was built in the 50s. Dude, original door hinges is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. But are you gonna keep them just for fun? I don't know. I'd find something to do with them. Something witchy. I'd find something witchy to do with them. I want the mail slot, but I want to like fancify it, if that makes sense. I want to make it look better. So yeah, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. I put them in the barn. Nice. There you go. All right. They still work, just didn't look great. No, I get that. Like after a while, you know, if it's been 70 years, ugh. It might be time to replace something. But yeah. I should have taken a picture of the door of the shop so I could plan. What I need to do is go up there with what I should do is go up there with a tape measure when the current person is in the shop and take some measurements. See if she's cool with that. But I don't really want to do that before I get confirmation that that will be my space. So we'll see. They were up for just a little bit. Teeny amount of time. Teeny tiny amount of time, which is funny. That's really funny. I think we might have all gotten old. Which happens. It happens. Got a little bit old. That's okay. I'm cool with it. It don't bother me none. Don't bother me none. I need to buy more hair curler rod things. I only have 2 and I've got a lot of hair. I think I would benefit from more curlers at night. Maybe I add that to the wish list. I don't know. I feel like I want to hurry up on the shop, but I gotta wait. And it's like, I hate it. I just want it to happen. I want it to happen. All right. Put my top coat on and we are done with the nails. And almost done with the Gunnar segment. So this is perfect timing. Perfect timing. All right, good old hurry up and wait, right? Like I want to do stuff for the shop, but I can't do stuff before I have the shop. So it's like, hurry up. Tell me what I need to know. Tell me what I need to know. Sir and or ma'am. Mostly just ma'ams. The whole place is ran by women, by the way. I have yet to ever see a man in that office. Ever. That's a lie. 5 years ago, one time, there was a very young man in the office at this mall. And he was mostly there to answer questions. That's the only guy I've ever seen in their office. The only one. Which is funny. It is also funny that they must be paid fairly well though, because once they hire somebody, those people don't go anywhere. Like the director for the building has been the director for a really long time. The lady in charge of leases, very long time. They don't leave. So I guess they're paid well. So that's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Anyway, we are going to go over here and do a little shop-a-lopping. These have just recently been announced. They are the Cyberpunk 2077 decks glasses. And I think they look pretty cool. They're not sending me a pair of these, but they're supposed to be sending me a pair of I want to say the lucky. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, they're supposed to be sending me a pair of these to show you guys. I don't know when they're coming in though. Also, if you're ever on this website, when you are on this website, gunnar.com, code zombie, if you go over to the live shopping tag, it'll actually show you the other Gunnar affiliates that stream. So if you ever want to see any of my friends, they are over here. Pixels up here, you got Gundam, Reanimator, Dark Lady, T-Cat is also an affiliate of Gunnar, but I don't remember when her next stream is. I think she might be out of town. So if you're ever looking for somebody to watch while you're shopping over here, the live shopping tab will get you there. These are also kind of pretty. I like these a lot. I really like the red on them. I like the red on them. They're pretty. Oh, and then the attachés are basically Grace Ashcroft if you're doing a cosplay. These let me actually hold on. I need to shrink myself again. Oh, dang, it won't let me. All right, let me just yeah, here we go. So these this you can get a discount on with code zombie. So if you want to cosplay Grace Ashcroft, I do recommend these. And then using my code for a discount. It's super simple. You just type in zombie in your cart. Like y'all have done enough online shopping to know how codes work. I don't have to explain that to you. If I do, you need to DM me and I'll help you out. But like, come on now. Everybody knows how to type in a code. Frames. These are actually cool because I think these are these are the reading glasses. They actually came out with a line of reading glasses recently. And you can choose your strength, which is pretty cool. So if you want some blue light blocking readers, they're actually pretty cute. I do like them a lot. That is now an option for you. So. Whoop. Oh, I see what happened. Was doing that. Boom. Boom. But anyway. I think I need to. Can you do what I want, please? Thank you. There we go. Perfect. Good old hurry up and wait. It really is, though, and it makes me kind of sad because I'm ready. And they are not ready, and I need them to be ready. Yeah, those are done. Okay, we finished our nails. We finished them. Let me unplug everything and put everything back. It's all back in its container. There we go. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to have my claws back. Like, they're not even super long, but it's just nice to have them back. I took them off like last week, and it's been weird. Just making a mess on the floor. Don't mind me. Just making a mess. Just making a mess. You want to see a cute dog again? He's so cute. Look at him. He's so cute. Why is he so cute? He's adorable. Adorable. The best dog in the whole world, by the way. He was in the back seat this morning because we were going to go to the dog park, but I stopped by a yard sale on the way. And I left him in the car because it was nice out with the windows like kind of rolled down, and he decided that he wanted to be in the driver's seat. So I looked over, and this menace was in the driver's seat of my car getting hair everywhere instead of being in the back. And the problem with that is that the driver's side window was rolled most of the way down. So I fully expected him to run out into the road and join us. He did not, though. He just sat there and looked at me, happy as I'll get out. It was so funny. He was like, I am the driver now. He's a silly dog. Love him to pieces, but he is such a silly dog. Putting on cuticle oil. Hi, Unicorn. How you doing? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. We're doing our little Gunnar segment while I do my nails. Just vibing. You gotta rub that cuticle oil in, you know? Gotta rub it in. How you been? What you doing? You're doing? I get it. I had a good day. I had a good 2 days. It wasn't like I need another day off to just lay in bed because I did a lot of stuff the last 2 days. But I had a good couple days off, and now I go back to work Actually, what is my work schedule this week? They've been messing with stuff. I don't actually know what I'm working. I know I work tomorrow, but I don't they've been changing everything, so I don't know what's going on. If you are watching over on the Gunnar website, if you're over here shopping for a pair of your own Gunners, you're going to use code ZOMBIE. That's with 2 E's. You're going to get 15% off on your frames. And if you want to hop on over to twitch.tv/ZombeeAttack and say hi, you can tell me what your favorite pair of frames from Gunnar are or what you're wearing currently. And I just hope you have a really good night. I hope you have a really good night.